Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Will McNilly, and today I am back with a very exciting episode of the McNilly Chat. I have Matthew here today. Matthew is currently studying legal studies and creative writing here at Illinois State University and is a junior. Not only that, but Matthew is in Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia and writes, along with the team, newsletters to Phi Mu Alpha alumni. Matthew is also a writing tutor and also is currently in the midst of writing a novel. Matthew is also in the Big Red Marching Machine trumpet section here at ISU. And with all of that, let me introduce you to Matthew.
Hey guys, my name is Matthew. I'm a junior here at Illinois State. Me and Will went to high school together, and I was on the show last year actually. This is the second time I'm on here. But yeah, we've been best friends, good friends for at least 7 years now. I want to say
a long time, yeah.
It's a long time.
Just kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Matthew was like the first person on this, actually. So just kind of nuts.
Yeah, forget about that.
So,
and this is episode, what episode is this?
This is episode 2. Yeah. When this will upload. Yeah. Yeah. So,
awesome.
We're going to go through it. Obviously, I already know this, but where are you originally from?
So I'm from Streamwood, Illinois, originally. It's about 5 minutes down the road from Will. About 2.5 hours from ISU, so not too bad. But yeah, like 30, 40 minutes from Chicago, assuming there's no traffic. Otherwise, It's like an hour.
For sure. How did you end up here at ISU?
So the biggest influence for me ending up at ISU is definitely my older brother, Eric. He went here. He graduated from here in 2020. He was a freshman in 2016. And coming down here to like visit him and everything, getting familiar with the area, going to eat at the restaurants and stuff, that was always fun. And during the college search, I applied here, University of Iowa, which was also really nice, and then Wisconsin-Madison. And ISU was always my first choice. They did give me some scholarships, which was really nice. But like just the area, the memories I already had from coming here, and everything, were pretty much what like sold me here. And I've been so happy here.
I'm glad to hear that, bro.
Thank you.
So like, what did your brother study when he was here?
He was, oh God, my mom has told me like 1,000 times. I forget every time. He was, I think, like risk management.
Okay, cool.
I think he originally came in as a business major, and then he did, I don't know if he did something with finance, but he was like risk management.
Yeah, okay.
And he was in the business or risk management fraternity, Gamma Iota Sigma.
That's right, yeah.
So, yeah, and he really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's what he studied here.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna get into more of like your major and stuff like that. So there'll be questions about that. So how did you end up getting into creative writing?
So actually for that, I owe a lot of credit to my parents, especially my mom, because she, like ever since elementary school, she always told me, she's like, you're so good at writing.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm so good at writing.
I agree.
She was like, oh, thanks. And she was just like, you shouldn't let that go to waste. You should make the most out of it.
Right.
And you should consider making something out of it. I was like, okay. But I never really thought about it until like I started the college search. And I actually came here as a journalism major. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that. Like something with writing, but I didn't have like a plan really.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
That's why you come to college.
Exactly.
Out,
Yeah. And after about, I think like 2 months of freshman year, I changed it to creative writing. I was like, it would be so cool to write like screenplays or novels in the future, like especially fiction stuff.
Oh yeah.
So that was like what I really wanted to do with that. And then, yeah, it's been like such an experience because you learn so many different techniques. You talk to so many people,
right? Oh yeah,
that are writing these big projects and novels, and professors have written like novels and novellas. And it's so cool to just like bounce ideas off of each other. I'll be able to like communicate about those kind of things, because they are big projects, that take a while. They're rewarding in the end. They're really fun to do. So yeah.
That's fair, because I feel like with the journalism, it's kind of more of a straight shot path. It's like either you go into like writing for a magazine or stuff like that.
I know, with the high school academy, that I went through, a lot of it was like broadcasting and news, and I was like, I don't want to be a news anchor.
Yeah.
It would be cool, but I don't.
It's not your interest.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to write for like really a magazine or something like that. So yeah, I looked at that and I'm like, no, it's not for me. But creative writing, I could still write, and you have like more freedom, more. You don't have as many boundaries.
Yeah, and I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Are you currently working on any kind of like novels or books or whatever you call them?
So for my creative writing seminar this semester, I actually started this last semester, but it's like a prose seminar.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it's just a creative writing seminar.
Okay. Yeah.
But our professor was like, by the end of the semester, write a 40-page novella, like a short novel pretty much. So, and like 16 weeks could be a lot or a little to do that.
I was going to say, yeah.
And I mean, when you have other like priorities and stuff, it could be really hard to just sit down.
Oh, yeah.
Actually dedicate time to writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on that novella right now. It's called Double Factor.
Nice.
It's a fiction crime novel that incorporates organized crime. And so basically, the main character, his name is Billy Becker, named after Billy Brennan from JP3. Best movie ever.
Not really that good of a movie, guys.
Not true.
I don't recommend.
The best movie of all time. Undisputed.
All right. Continue.
But, so, the main character's name is Billy Becker. He's a police officer who the public, like, really idolizes. He's seen as this big hero, hometown hero. But nobody knows that he's secretly involved with organized crime.
Oh, okay,
and he's
cool.
like, he's a hitman. He's doing all kinds of, bad stuff. And,
sure.
But nobody the public doesn't see that.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like Breaking Bad, like how, Walter White has the two sides of himself.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's pretty much, that was an inspiration for this. And then with the organized crime Sopranos,
yeah, I could
huge,
see that.
huge influence.
Oh, yeah.
So just like incorporating those together, he becomes involved with organized crime. He slowly gets like exposed over time.
Okay, yeah.
And everything just like unravels. And I'm hoping to make it like suspenseful, mysterious, maybe like elements of horror in it.
That'd be cool.
Of course, it would be like action, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the way I'm going with it right now.
That's pretty cool. Do you plan on like maybe releasing it? If you could?
I would really like to, if I could get it polished enough.
Yeah.
I don't, because I've looked into like self-publishing versus publishing through a actual publisher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And because I know there's pros and cons to both.
Oh yeah.
But it would be so cool to publish it one day.
Yeah, I think
I really do want to. So yeah. And of course, it would probably have to be expanded upon a lot, because instead of like 40 pages, I would probably want it to be at least like 100, 200 pages.
That's crazy.
So that would be a lot of work for sure. But the longest piece of writing I've done it was like 40,000 something words. I don't know how many pages that translates to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the hope someday.
What was that project?
That was like a story. Remember the Jurassic Park story?
Oh,
it was that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really fun to write though. Just like stuff like that, like fiction projects. The fun thing about fiction is there's truly no boundaries.
That's
you just
true.
write about anything, and I know like when I tutor people for writing, I tell them this because obviously a lot of people don't like writing. They view it as like a chore or a task, which I could completely understand.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But when you like plan out a project and you just sit down and write something that you truly want to, like that's when it's really fun. That's when you see your true capabilities, your creativity.
Yeah.
Just like it's really fun.
Almost picturing it more as like something you want to do than something you don't want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, then you also study something else, as I said before. How'd you end up getting into legal studies as well?
So I, at the same time, I dropped out of journalism and switched to creative writing. Mm-hmm. That same day, I paired the creative writing major with legal studies major.
Yeah.
And at some point, I made legal studies my primary major because that's what I'll do like full time for work.
Got it.
After college is be a paralegal. Maybe go to law school someday.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if I want to do yet, since it's another 3 years of school.
Yeah.
But
more schooling.
Mm-hmm. And the inspiration for that was I took 2 intro to law classes in high school.
Okay.
And those were pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Just doing like case studies and stuff like that, like analyzing crimes and cases and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I always thought that was really interesting, and yeah, so that was where I got that from, because I was like, is creative writing really going to be a reliable, dependent path in the future to do full time?
Whereas like the legal, it's more of like the creative writing is more of like the outlet, like the fun kind of thing, and then the legal studies you can get some kind of concrete job with.
Absolutely. And I know, like, I've gotten so many people be like, that is such an interesting, like, odd combo, creative writing and legal studies, but they blend together pretty well when you think about it, because legal, like, in the legal field, all you're going to be doing a bunch of the time is just, drafting documents, doing research.
Aren't you doing a lot of writing with legal?
Exactly. So it fits in really well, and I've been told that before too. Like, writing is an essential skill to have, and that's for any field you go into. You're going to be writing for the rest of your life in some kind of form,
right? Yeah.
So why not get good at it? Why not master it? But yeah,
that's cool. Kind of changing topics here now again. We're going into the music stuff. How did you end up playing the trumpet?
So in 5th grade, I remember, like, it was in elementary school, 5th grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Me and a few other kids went into, like, the lunchroom, and, like, the Teft, my middle school band director, was there, and he just had a bunch of, like, instruments laid out, and then he was like, see which ones you guys like. I don't even remember how it started. Okay, yeah. Actually, my mom would know somehow. She would, again, her and my dad were the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw the trumpet, fell in love with it. I'm like, I want this to be my first choice. The saxophone was my second choice.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But I ended up getting trumpet, thankfully. I started in 5th grade, practiced like once a week. And then we also went to the middle school once a week, had those rehearsals. And honestly, like, those first 2 years, I wasn't too huge about it, just because we only practiced like once or twice a week.
Yeah, I remember I did the same thing.
Yeah,
so,
you don't, like, you only had one concert. Right. You didn't have that much ability to kind of showcase, the work you're putting in.
Perform,
so it's like, why are you bothering, kind of? But then my mom was like, when you get to middle school, you'll have, because the middle school director, shout out Mr. Weihofen, super nice.
Yeah, I remember
great guy.
You've talked about him a couple times.
He, my mom was like, you'll see him every day.
Right.
He'll teach your band class every day, so it'll pay off. Just trust it, stick with it. I was like, okay, you're right. And then she was right. It got even better and better. And then high school, marching band came into the picture.
That's how we met each other.
Yeah, exactly. So. First friend I made at South Elgin.
This is crazy.
Freshman year, yeah.
That feels like so long ago, man.
But yeah, I just got into it in elementary school, 5th grade.
Yeah.
Just practicing once or twice a week. But again, my parents definitely encouraged me to stick with it more than anything.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because I remember that's kind of how it was for me too. It was the same thing where they brought you to the lunchroom.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think mine was like in the gym.
Oh yeah.
or whatever.
It was
So-
like I don't even remember. So random because it was like me and like 4 other people.
Okay.
You know, you just like walk to the lunchroom. You're like feeling the instruments and stuff.
Yeah, that's
you know?
how it was for me too.
Yeah.
So, I actually used to be able to play piano, and I remember I wanted to play piano, but they didn't
Really?
have that, so I played trumpet.
I forgot that you like knew how to play piano.
Yeah, and then I lost it when I got to college. And I had to take piano classes.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing for another day. So you mentioned marching band.
Mm-hmm.
I know I mentioned it earlier where you are in the marching band here on campus. Why and how did you end up doing that?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's honestly like the same as the last question. Kind of I seriously didn't want to continue past high school. I was so set on just quitting, being done, whatever. And then my mom was like, "You too. You were like,
oh, yeah.
you should do it. You
That's
know,
right.
you should give it a chance."
I think because I told you, I said I'm doing it. And
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
someone else to do it,
And,
so I'm not alone.
Yeah, no, that's literally true. But you encouraged me to. My mom and dad encouraged me to. And I was like, I'll try it. You know.
Yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah, and it's been the greatest decision I've made because I feel like if I didn't do band, I would have like no friends. I know that wouldn't be true, but like all my closest friends and the people I talk to all the time all come from marching band. So it's like it was great. It's crazy to think about like not doing it. You know, like what if?
Yeah, what if like you didn't end up doing it?
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be kind of weird. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I know. I know it's kind of crazy to think about it. You know how much of a big impact it's had on your life, but also even like my life too. I don't think I would have known anyone
exactly
if I didn't do it. So, and then another one I got for you is how'd you end up rushing PMA? Like how'd you end up joining PMA?
You're definitely the biggest inspiration for this one because when you rushed last spring, that's when you rushed.
Last year. I had to think about that.
Like you told me about how fun the people in it are, like how goofy, like how much fun you guys have.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, you know what, that it does sound fun. I never thought that the Greek life, thank you, was for me. But then like you talked about, how much fun it is and just how much you bond with those people.
Oh yeah.
And our good friends Braden and Carson were also in it. When they were going through the PM process, they were telling us about it.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Just like explaining how much it meant to them. So they were an inspiration too, for sure. And they're still, some of our great friends.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, you guys, like being close with you guys, and then just you guys encouraging it, sharing how much fun it was.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were definitely a huge inspiration with that, and I'm so glad I went through with that.
I'm glad you did too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The PM process was so much fun last semester. Being a brother now, super fun, of course.
Yeah.
You just like people that you never even knew, or like you maybe heard by name,
right?
But
now you can put a face to.
Yeah, exactly. You get so close with them. They're just like they're always so happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have so much in common. Because you are there because you both love music.
Right.
Obviously.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And music is one of the easiest, most fun ways to bond with somebody.
That's very true.
And it's like it's just great.
I think like the best thing about it too is like what you kind of touched on already was like kind of the connections you make too within it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know for me, like I don't know if this podcast would have been a thing. There's a desk. I don't know if this podcast like would have been a thing, or if I would have been, doing the attic sessions either.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
all those recording sessions and.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been. So.
Oh, that's very true.
But I mean, it's pretty cool that I'm glad that you did. Oh,
thank you. Yeah, absolutely. It's been so much fun.
So just kind of going over that. This is kind of switching up again. What different types of philosophies do you take on throughout your life, your daily life?
Wow, that is a very good question. I saw that you sent me that question. I was like, oh, I have to think about it because that is a really good question. I just didn't. So, what philosophies do I use, like, daily life? Just, I mean, I know it sounds...
And this could be like a life philosophy, too, not to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
So,
okay.
even, you know...
I mean, I know it sounds, like, very basic, but just treating yourself with respect.
Yeah.
Treating others with respect. But, like, people are happy to have you in their lives. You know, you are such a bright spot in people's lives. And you truly do mean something to them. And just keeping that in mind, you know, having an optimistic mindset. I like to stay optimistic.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
Just enjoying the highs, countering the lows.
Yeah.
You know, just move on with, like, whatever obstacles you may face.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just, like, respect is probably the biggest word.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree with that. And, I mean, I think that's something hard that I think people forget about these days is, you know, respecting themselves and, you know...
Yeah, absolutely. Taking care of yourself.
Trying to stay, you know, positive and everything like that. You know, I think it's a very hard thing today.
Oh, yeah. And it could be...
You know, it's hard when you look at the news and what's going on in the world.
Exactly.
You know.
And it could be, you know, much easier said than done, obviously, to stay positive. But, like, the effort is what counts. You know, even just doing one small thing a day that makes you happy, you know. Like, get good sleep at night, eat a good meal, go sit out in the sun, take a walk. Yeah. Yeah, just, like, I mean, for me, it's, like, maybe drawing or writing, you know, like we talked about.
For sure.
But, yeah, just little things like that. Just the little things build up over time, and they reward you. Yeah,
I love that. I think that's great. What are your goals for your life?
Ooh, man, that's a great question, too. Goals for my life. I'd say just be in good health. Yeah. You know, mentally and
that's a
good
one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. Just mentally and physically be in good health. And just, you know, like, hope those around me are also can enjoy the same thing, just being in good health. Yeah. Being able to be there for people, no matter, like, how many years go by, just still keeping in contact with people, maintaining connections.
Yeah, I like that one.
Thank you. But it's like the big thing. I don't, you know, of course, like, being successful. I do, everybody wants to be successful.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But, yeah, just being in good health.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big thing, because health is the one thing that, I guess, no, time is, like, the one thing that you can never get back.
That's true.
I mean, in some aspect, your health, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're smoking a pack a day, I mean,
you know. You're kind of in trouble.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, if you're not treating yourself right, you know, you're not doing anything in moderation. I mean,
and you may look back on it one day and be like, wow, I wish I had spent that time differently. I wish I was better to myself. I wish I was better to the people around me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, but, like, yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah, I think those are great goals, man.
Thank you.
You know?
I want to ask you, what do you think, like, your life goal would be?
Oh, me? Oh,
yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me this.
Sorry.
This is weird. Like, for me, that's a hard one, man.
It is a hard question.
That's why it's easy to ask other people.
Yeah.
That's why I'm an interviewer. I think for me, like, a lot of them align with yours, to be honest with you. But I think for me, it's just like I remember the other day, this is kind of funny. We have a friend who went to high school with us. Her name's Lindsay, and now she goes to college with us. We're in pep band this semester, you know, for basketball games at ISU. And I think before you got there, I think I was talking to her about how me and my one buddy from home, Josh, are starting a band, like a 4-piece, you know, band, like those guys. His favorite band.
Can't stand the Beatles. I'm sorry.
But you know, and we were talking about that, and she's like, "Man, you're always busy. Like, you're always doing stuff, you know." And I was kind of thinking about. I don't know why I was thinking about like not like in a negative way or anything, but I was just like, yeah, that's kind of like me because not only am I starting this band with Josh, I'm actually starting also I've talked about on this channel before is a community marching band, and in my hometown, and I think I'm also trying to write a book too. I think I told you about. Like, there's a lot of things I have going on, and kind of the reason why is just I want not like a selfish way, but I kind of want to be known for something when I die or when I leave this planet, and even not even that, but just I love to stay busy. Sometimes this past week I get back and I'm like, man, it's 8 p.m. and I want to go to bed. Like even though it's like a lot, but to me it keeps me going, and I love that feeling of when you've done so much in a day and you're so tired when you get back, you can just go to bed because you've had a good day and you've had a day where you've actually done stuff, and I think that's a hard thing to come by. Is I think we, especially with, I don't want to be that guy, but with social media and our processed foods and stuff, all this stuff kind of makes us feel like we get dopamine so easily, but it's nice to have that slow dopamine where you're working on stuff and you're getting stuff done, and I don't know, I just think that's a big goal of mine is one, being known from people, my name being known, but also just knowing I was a positive force as well with people as well, and the things that I've done hopefully have been a positive impact on people, this podcast also is something, I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I think I tried starting it my summer before freshman year of college, and I think I made one episode, and then I made a second one, and it was pretty bad, so that's why I never got uploaded. But it was kind of the start of that. But yeah, I think the biggest goal is being a positive for whatever all the stuff I do, it to be a positive force on people. That's a
great goal.
I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I've never been asked that. So.
it is a very great question.
I think I stole it from Wes Anderson, actually. So, Wes, if you watch this, I stole that from you. So, that was from your podcast. I guess my next thing is... sorry, I got thrown off by that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I appreciate
you asking me. I turned the tables.
I don't mind at all. I think that was funny. I guess, my big thing... I know we talk about goals and stuff, but, there's also motivations as well. So, what motivates you? To wake up every day. Honestly,
I know I've talked about them so much today, but my parents more than anybody.
That's great, man.
They're. I feel like everything I do is a reflection on them.
Yeah.
It resembles the way that I was brought up, the way that they are. The way that my family in general is. And I do wake up every day wanting to make them proud.
That's awesome, dude.
I want to wake up and be I obviously make them proud, but just I want people. I don't know how to phrase. I literally had the thought in my head and I just lost it.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, but no, they're definitely what motivate me because I know that they're the reason why I've made it this far in life.
Sure. Yeah.
And I want to at least contribute effort and success towards them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In any way I can.
I think that's great, man.
Thank you. And I mean,
really appreciate you saying that,
Oh yeah. And I mean with you guys too, with all of my friends too, they motivate me. Mm-hmm. You guys motivate me so much cuz I wake up and I'm I have a place. Yeah. I want to share fun experiences with people. I want to make people happy.
Yeah.
I want to make people proud. I want to make myself proud.
Yeah,
of course, too.
Of course.
But yeah, just the people, my parents and friends, family, more than anything, are who motivate me.
I think that's great, man. I think they
Thank you.
very much appreciate you saying that and everything, and it's kind of knowing that you have a place in the world. Obviously.
Yeah.
You're placed down here for for some reason. So I think it's a great way to look at it.
Thank you.
This one's a fun one. What general piece of advice would you give to someone? Someone on the street, friend, I don't know, someone.
That's a great question. Honestly, if I had to pick like a couple small ones,
Yeah.
kind of what we were just talking about a couple minutes ago about like respecting yourself
Oh, yeah,
and
for
respecting
sure.
others.
Yeah.
You know, like that's something I would definitely say. You know, like be proud of yourself. Like
Yeah.
there's people are so fast. I mean, we all are so fast to maybe compare ourselves to others and like, oh, I'm not as good,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever.
Everyone knows that. Yeah.
Exactly. But then like, be like, look at what you've accomplished.
Yeah.
You know, be proud of yourself, respect yourself, the people around you. So that's definitely one thing.
I think that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would definitely say too, be thankful for what you have and be optimistic about the future.
Yeah, I think
you
that's
know,
a great
like,
one.
thank you. Because I know, like, we can never have time back, which obviously is sad. You know, we miss all the memories and stuff from when we were like little and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, just like enjoy, live in the now, you know, and then be positive about the future. Just trust that good things are gonna come your way.
Right.
That you're gonna do well. You know that life is rewarding. Life is a long journey, you know, but you definitely get out of it what you put in.
Yeah, I think that's great advice, dude.
So, yeah, that's like the big thing. You know, just be thankful, and then just having respect for people.
Yeah, I think those are really great things, you know? I think that was a very great answer to that.
Thanks. So I thought of it on the spot.
No, it sounded great. This is kind of our last question here before I turn this podcast off. Is what are your future goals? Because I did talk about your goals of life, which it's a very broad thing.
Yeah.
But I think future goals, stuff that maybe is happening, a year from now. I don't know. I mean, you could say New Year's resolutions. I know it's February, as this will probably be uploaded, so it's only been a month after the new year and everything. So, yeah, it's kind of anything you, I guess, want it to be.
I would say just a few things. Like, I know we talked about the novel I'm writing.
Yeah.
Maybe just continuing to write, contribute towards a big writing project that I might want to publish someday.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing. Just continue to keep writing up. Another future goal. That's a great question.
It's hard.
It is hard, but it's like these are all great questions. Honestly, in the future, like, whether it's 10 years from now, however many years from now, just have like a happy family.
Yeah.
I
think that's a great. Yeah, I think that's good goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just another big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much those are the goals that I thought of.
Cool. Yeah, I think those are great goals, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you again for coming back on.
Yeah,
this is your
thank you
time,
for having me. I'm happy to be back on.
Glad you're back on. So
yeah, it was fun.
Well, I'll see you guys in the next one, and yeah.